of like the last 4
Sorry,
years.
Bill Nye, the science guy?
Building science. I'm a building geek. So I've been
That's
studying.
Bill
I've been
Nye. You're like, I'm Bill Nye of
I've been
building.
studying net zero building, passive house building, because Germany, Austria, and Eastern Europe is just miles ahead as far as like the building envelope and how to do things properly. So those 2 houses in Brno and the last 2 houses in Czech were prefab net zero ready houses. The one house that we built in Brno was a passive house design. We didn't go for any sort of certification, but it met passive house standards, right?
Okay.
So really excited about, building science and coming back to Canada and learning all the new age design.
Like what has been going on in Canada?
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
I thought we were going to be light years ahead. And so I started driving around in pickup trucks to Guli, and
that's not even it. Steve delivers wood on donkeys sometimes.
Come on, that's my other world.
So
the small donkeys,
the workhorse ones, because they're dependable.
Those are
though.
good though. You don't have to.
They're dependable.
Insurance.
They want insurance still. Come on, they always had to make something on this.
And so I just realized that. I was shocked to see that we are still literally in Canada building simple 2x4 construction with bat insulation and holes through a membrane and screwing drywall directly to that frame, and that's our building envelope in Northern Ontario. It's unbelievable, and that passes building code.
Well, that's code. That's our geniuses at code.
Yeah, that's not going to change.
So
it's been happening since the 30s. Like that's the building.
That's
why now it's 2x6, not 2x4. Because
that's my donkey analogy, guys. That's my donkey analogy in the 1930s. So you see, there's a need. You're working for a guy, and you're like, screw this.
And he's a great builder. He's one of the best builders in Sault Ste. Marie. And the process is he has 4 crews of 4 guys, 4 leased trucks. Everybody goes to shop. 7 o'clock in the morning, gets debriefed. Spends half an hour at least putting tools into trucks. Then they all get into trucks and they stop at a gas station on the way to work and
coffee shop
and grab cigarettes and coffee and snacks. Then they go to the local hardware store and they pick through a stack of 2x6s that are crooked, and they throw a lot of stuff on the ground.
My dad taught me how to tell if it's true or not. Flip it on the side, see what's going on.
Crown down,
crown up.
He always brought the crooked ones home.
You know what I did?
Because they were on special. That's why you got the 50% off.
They weren't even on special. I would go and he would say, "Go and do this," and I would go and do it, and I'd come back and you're like, "Yeah, no, take those back."
No, those are the good ones. So if you get to job site by 9:30, then it's coffee.
And you started at 7?
Then you untarp the material that you tarped up yesterday that's lying on a sandy beach, and you start working. Yeah. So that's 16 guys, 4 hours a day, $30 an hour. You do the math, thrown out the window.
We need your brother to do the math. He's the guy that numbers.
So it's a lot of money. Like, what's that? 16 times 30. 48.
Do you mind if when we're doing that we play the Jeopardy song?
Exactly. It's almost $1,000 a day.
So there you are with working with this company, and so sounds like you're seeing a lot of things you don't want to do.
So my brother is an architect and engineer for Tulloch Engineering, and so he got a memo that they were doing the ADU program for the city of Sault Ste. Marie. It's accessory dwelling units that are basically granny suites to tackle a housing crisis. And so he's like, this is a good opportunity. Let's apply, right? So we applied for the program and went through the 4 months of doing all the steps to go through it.
Okay.
And we got accepted for the program, and I rented a shop in the industrial park on White Oak.
On White Oak
Second
Drive,
Line
okay.
In Sackville.
The White Oak there.
Beside DKI Disasters and
Feeding
Full Restaurant.
Yeah.
Sandwiched in between the two of them, a 4,000 square foot shop, which I thought it was going to make tiny houses out of, right?
Okay.
And I started doing a lot of research as far as what's mandated by the Canadian government. Like, we need to build twice as many houses as we're building right now. That means 500,000 new build starts a year.
For the province?
To equalize the housing shortage or crisis that we have, right? And the big housing crisis right now is quality, affordable stock. It's called the missing middle. Yeah. And so what do we have for housing stock? Just here in Sault Ste. Marie, we either have a lot of $700,000 new houses, or we have a lot of 1920s built stick-frame houses that are valued at like $250,000, and you could probably push them over.
Yeah, right. A lot of bad houses.
Yeah,
a lot of houses that are ripped down.
Steve was telling me about one that he could have picked up with a skid steer.
Oh, some of them were just wild.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
my mom's house. My mom's house is on McNabb. We did some simple siding repair, and found out that the entire foundation was totally rotten.
Yeah.
Like totally rotten. That her 800 square foot bungalow is put together on cinder blocks, 10 by 10 cinder blocks, but there's like 12 of them, right? No pressure treated wood, no anything. So we had to jack the house, and there's numerous houses like that.
Yeah.
And that house was valued at $380,000 2 years ago in the COVID bubble.
So
well,
that's where
people were buying them.
Oh,
but then what do you do with them? That's
well, you don't. And
you don't fix them.
In less than 10 years, you're going through a major renovation,
Oh.
like roof, wall, tear down renovation.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Is that where you saw the light bulb went off? Your brother's like, okay, we got this opportunity. Now we're in business. So now you're up, you're running.
But then I started to delve into panelized construction because the tiny homes, they lend themselves to that, right?
Yep.
So basically for the last...
this right here, right?
Yeah.
GLM Homes, that's you.
Homes there.
Yeah.
So what's GLM?
So what we've done is over the last year and a half, we've applied for various funding streams, and we're putting together basically an assembly line for houses.
So who helped you do that? Your brother did it with you? And
Myself,
when I say help,
my brother for the calculations. I mean, if it wasn't for AI, I don't know what we'd do in this day and age.
Gotta love AI.
FedNor, and we just did a joint deal with FedNor and the CDC with a building innovation program that we've been applying for the last 6 months. And then we're right now applying for the NOHFC has a launch program for startups in Northern Ontario. And so we're using that to put together a CNC assembly line for panels.
So Chino's asking, was it a particular individual at the city, or was it your AI? Was it the AI
That
like how did you discover the grants? Like did someone come knock on your door? Like,
I did a lot of like kind of running around, and found the kind of key players down there.
So
like
did you
Nevin Bukonjic at FedNar is amazing.
He's written some books.
Taylor Wright is our advisor for the NOHFC and the CDC. And I just did a lot of online searching and knocking on doors and figuring out what the funding streams that were available for us.
So Chino wants to know, because he's been in a couple of these interviews lately, was it a particular individual at the city that knocked on your door, or did you go knock on the city's door?
On the city's door.
So you went looking for it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, I'm here. And then did they open the door? Did they like...
Oh, the city's and it's not the city, it's like NOHFC and FedNor.
Okay.
And so our government wants this to happen. We need to fulfill the shortage of housing that we have. And the only way to do that is prefab, offsite modular construction, because we cannot fulfill that kind of volume of quality built houses just doing it the way we do it. Because frankly, the way we build houses is archaic. I mean, if you buy a Mercedes, they don't bring it to your driveway and dump a bunch of nuts and bolts out.
Total Wolf comes for sure.
And screw it together in the wind and rain and sand. Well,
they do that. No, they do that. 100%. So, Total comes with the whole Mercedes team.
I think what Brad's getting to is, was it a tough reach to get somebody to listen to you?